Okay, in this second video, we're going to take a look at the second situation that can occur, and that's when there is a greatest common factor that can be factored out. Now, there's two situations that can occur when you have a greatest common factor that can be factored out, and we're going to look at one. So, step number one is to factor out the GCF. Now, I want you to remember that this GCF becomes part of our solution. Step number two is basically just solving like we did when it was just x squared plus bx plus c. So we find two numbers whose product is c and whose sum is b. Step number three is to factor like we did x squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now let's look at an example of that. Here's our example of 3x squared plus 15x plus 18. Well, looking at these, our coefficient, or a, happens to be 3. Well, 3 is a factor of 15, and it's also a factor of 18. So we can factor that out, and we can say that 3 times x squared plus 5x plus 6 is the same thing. We've used the distributive property here, and we've factored out the 3. Now remember, this 3 remains part of our solution, so whatever we find as the solution for this, or the factored form of this, we're going to have to multiply that by 3. So we're looking for two numbers that when I multiply them, they're equal to c, which is 6, and when I add them, they're equal to 5. So I've found that it's 2 times 3 is equal to 6, and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So if you remember, we're going to take the 2 and the 3, and it's going to be x plus 2 and x plus 3. But don't forget to multiply it by 3, because we factored out the greatest common factor. So our final simplified form, or our factored form, would be 3 times x plus 2 times x plus 3.